Hey there. It says we're live. And how are you?
I'm good. Noticing
Good.
something
What?
about you.
What?
Something's different about you, but
Some
maybe it's the same.
what's different about me? What's the same?
Hmm. I'm looking. Wait a minute. Are those my glasses?
Exactly. Same glasses.
You look good though.
I know. It's funny that we can wear the same glasses and still look very different.
Right. So those are a
So
pink and two-tone cat eye. What is that under there?
so these are fuchsia and a deep forest green. They are fuchsia and a deep forest green. And
Very
I love
nice.
them. Hold on a second. Hold on. I'll be right back. I'm going to go into my magical phone booth. What's that you
What?
say?
Okay, that's not right
Sure.
because I too have a magical phone booth. I didn't know we were magical phone boothing it up.
I didn't know I was magical phone boothing it up either, but then I forgot how much I love this pair as well. But wait, you
Okay,
have
so
those in
then
something else?
you welcome our guests, and I'm just gonna go pull out my magical phone booth so that I'll be ready for the rest of the show.
Okay, cool. But I'm going back to my other ones because I actually do love them. So I'd like to welcome everyone to our um, mostly weekly podcast called Seeing is Believing. Another week in Funky Frames, where we talk about all things eyewear and we talk about all the things that we appreciate about eyewear. And this week we are really talking about how frames can different frames can look so different on different people. Different frames, different colors, different shapes, different styles. And so I pulled out another pair out of my magical phone booth. You look like you're wearing something similar. What do you got?
No, my magical phone booth moment will come later. I'm gonna let you have this one right now. But
Well,
I
I'm
do
going to,
think
these ones got my fingerprints on them.
I
So
do think it's a very important topic of conversation because, you know, so many times, what I like in a pair of glasses is knowing that nobody else has the same pair of glasses because sometimes I feel like that's the only thing that's going to make me special is when the I'm the only one that has it. But as Keisha can attest, occasionally, or maybe not that occasionally, probably more often than I care to admit, we'll both look at a pair of glasses and be like, I like those, but you like them too. And we're sisters, and I don't want you to have the same glasses as me.
and that's
Sisters,
fair.
friends, no?
And I think part of it is that, hateration can be real. Hateration can be real. And
Yeah,
so
you don't have to admit your hateration. I don't, I'm not trying to call you a hater. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, and like with the silver hair and stuff, it comes down to who wears it best. And I'm not trying to front like that, but I'm just saying,
Does it come
hey,
down to who wears it best? Because sometimes I think it comes down to who had it first.
it
Sometimes that's what it comes
can.
down to.
But sometimes you and I have had on the same frames, and you can hardly tell it's the same frame because I, for one, have a very, I have a Garifuna face. It is big, wide, and bold, and it says, "Hey, talk to me. Ask me what time it is," because everybody does that when I'm in public. You, on the
Big,
other hand, have the kind of face that's like sleek and narrow, and glasses just look different on you.
right. But I don't know if saying that I don't have a Garifuna face is like saying, do I have the kind of face that says, leave me alone, don't even try to hug me, or I will cut you? Is that the kind of face I have?
I look, I did not say that. I did not go there. I did not
Hmm.
go there.
Hmm.
So I'm the point is you can rock the same frame, different colors, and still look totally different and it has a whole nother look. It also depends on what I'm rocking it with. What I'm
Yes.
rocking it with. Because a lot of times I have this mad fuchsia tracksuit that I love to wear these frames with. I mean, every time I wear it, it's like a whole hookup. But I also love to wear these frames with a deep emerald green, because even though they don't look green on the live tonight, it really pulls that. So I love that too.
Yeah, and my glasses are a more muted yellow and gray. And I like them on a day. Today, I'm wearing a gray sweatshirt and a gray head wrap, and I want a pop of color so that the gray does not overwhelm, you know? But
True.
sometimes I even like to wear these with a gray lipstick. It just
Ooh, I love
depends.
that.
Earrings, silver, it doesn't matter, you know? So I think the important lesson that we need to get across today, the point of the discussion today is to say, don't limit yourself and don't be turned away because somebody else has a pair of glasses that looks like your pairs of glasses, because you can have exactly the same pair of glasses, even in the same color, and still rock it differently depending on your clothing, your accessories, your hair, and your general vibe.
And
Nobody
your
can wear it just
lipstick.
like you.
Boom.
Nobody
Lipstick
can
too.
wear it exactly like you, even if
That's
it's
right.
exactly the same pair.
Absolutely, absolutely. So that being said, let's just catch up for this week. Like, first of all, I always like to talk about what I have in my glass tonight. And so I have my glass here, and I like to pour it fresh. So here's my glass, I got my
Why
glass
do we
here
even talk about this when every week you're literally pouring the same thing?
because it's so good. I mean, can you cross the same river twice? Really? You can't. So um I'm popping open my fresh bottle of white. I think the year is, oh, it's so good. It doesn't get I just love this stuff. Who created this?
Mm.
Water. It's the best thing going. I mean, if you haven't had yours today, hydrate, baby, hydrate. What you drinking?
Me, what am I drinking? Well, I wouldn't say I'm drinking it. I think I'm just here, basking in its aura. But in my glass today, I have a very small amount of an Ethiopian fermented honey wine.
What?
Now, I don't know what it's called. It's either called like Tej or it's called mead, or maybe Tej is a version of mead. And there's many disputes about its health properties, whether it has any, whether the alcohol tends to negate the health properties. Like, this is all a whole new experience for me. This particular one, we were actually trying to search for a similar one that I had when we were in Washington, D.C. a few years back. We went to a wonderful Ethiopian restaurant and had what was probably a glass of honey wine that was so good. It can keep you awake at night just thinking about how you could get it
Mm.
again. And we've been searching for it ever since. This one is not quite the same. This one is more, I guess, for a seasoned alcohol drinker. Like, it starts sweet and then it has a bitter at the end,
What
which
it has a bitter what? Okay.
literally, yeah, I can't say that I appreciate that part, but you know what? I do appreciate the fact that it looks so good with my glasses. Is that a good enough reason to have a glass of anything? Is that it matches your
Matches
outfit?
your glasses? Okay, well, here, wait, I gotta go this way. Cheers.
Wait, cheers.
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 Mm. Geek. All right. So, has anything fascinating been happening in the world of glasses this week?
Well, this was an interesting weekend that just passed because, as I mentioned last week, we had the Echo Chic party with Pearl from Zenopia, and it was really an exciting event. People got to bring clothes to be repurposed. And by repurposed, I don't mean that we were ripping it apart and sewing it back together, but you could bring a dress and be like, I used to love this dress and now it's not giving me the same zhuzh. What can I do with it? Shall I scrap it or shall I make it happen? And we took an entire dress that one particular lady was not loving, and it was so interactive. Like, she didn't have on the right shoes. So we looked at each other's shoes and I was just like, here, wear my shoes because we're around the same size and you look good. And we got her a couple pairs of glasses to try on with her outfit. We put on a fascinator. We put on a belt. Like, we were just, you know, uplifting the outfit. And by the time we were finished working with that, she was so interested in the different things, that the different variations that we had made on the outfit, that she was ready to just take the dress back home and work with it again. So we literally saved a piece of clothing from the landfill just by giving it a different life with exciting accessories. So that's
That is
Echo Chic.
exciting. That
Yeah,
is
and we'll be having another event just like this for men before Father's Day on Sunday, June the 2nd. So if you're within earshot of my voice, if you're following us on Instagram at cupsandglasses.ca, we will definitely be promoting when that event is going to happen here in Scarborough, so that you can bring your dad, bring your brother, bring your cousins, bring your husband, bring
your lover,
your lover
your lover.
to dish up a suit and to get some great glasses for men. And I'll tell you, we have some great stuff in for, as we say in Scarborough, demand them.
Demand them.
Yes.
Well, in my weekend glasses, it has been, oh my goodness, it's been a fascinating, amazing week. I hosted a party at my home. It was a collaboration between myself and my neighbor slash sister friend, where she brought her jewelry and we paired those with frames. And we had a 1 day open house. We extended that to 4 days at home where people could come into our showroom and see our frames, and that was so exciting. And the first person, we had people come on Sunday and we got to style them, and that was so fun. And then on this last week, we also had this amazing sister, Tori, came through the showroom. And when I tell you, Tori just was a ray of sunlight at in our home, just trying on frames, falling in love with things, falling in love with herself, loving her frames. And so it was really, I mean, I was like, when she left, I just kind of still felt all that bubbly energy, and it was so good to have that. And so we styled her, and then on Sunday I hosted a private affair at one of my double Dutch sister girlfriends home. And seeing men in some really nice frames is always a plus for me. So I was able to style her husband, and that was really really nice. So it's been really an exciting week in the work that we do. We're correcting vision, keeping it affordable, and people are seeing in style, and that
Yeah,
matters. That
I
matters.
like that falling in love with yourself kind of vibe. I like that. And especially for the men, because I find that as women, we more than likely have a good sense of how to be good to ourselves in terms of loving our looks. But
Mhm.
I find that a lot of the brothers that I meet in frames tend to be wearing things that are just a little bit too functional to be
Yeah,
fine. It's
yeah,
like, brother, you
exactly.
are too fine to be in those tired frames. That's what I wanted. Sometimes I
Exactly.
just see a man in an elevator and I'm just like, damn, you look good, but you would look so much better if you had on a decent pair of frames. Like, you don't have to buy the most boring off the rack frames or even the designer frames. Sometimes your glasses may be expensive, but they're still extremely boring. Brothers,
Exactly. I
step
get
it
it.
up.
So that part. So that's what's been happening in frames. So that's great. So what do we have next? What are we going? Where are we going tonight?
We're going to what I said we were going to be talking about, which is, hey, same frame, different look, different person. How do we rock it?
All right. So let's start. So
Right.
our
Let's
first,
see.
let's start here. So wow, this was in our promo pick, and this is a very very interesting frame. I love this frame. It's a pewter, and it's both of us got the same tint as I see,
Yeah.
because we can change the tint up, but it's
Yeah.
also got a bright yellow, and I love that. So you had this frame first,
Yes, I
and
did.
I loved it.
Yeah, and
It
I feel that it's really an honor sometimes to be able to inspire others. Like when I came up with a great look around this, my sister was like, I really, really like that. And I really, really want it too. So we had to negotiate it down. But I think by the time considering how many of the same frames we really have, I think by the time we got to this frame, I was more comfortable with the fact that, you know what? We can both rock it in our own way, and we can both still look completely good as we do right here.
Absolutely. So yeah, I
Yeah.
love this frame. And do we have these in our, well, I don't have them in my inventory, but do you have something like this in your inventory?
Okay, well, let's pull it down and I'll show you.
Okay.
Um, the thing about the frames that we sell, and that's in both of our collections, is that a lot of times the styles that we see can be short-lived. Either they're short-lived, in fact, like the frame comes in and then by the time we get it, it's gone, or sometimes we'll get a frame and then they won't offer that color anymore, but in the new season, it will be a different color. So just to go through, so this is my phone booth. This is my phone booth moment. So we just saw the yellow and pewter frames, but in actuality, the first frame that I got in that style was this pink and blue
Ooh,
frame,
ooh,
which
nice.
I got with pink glass. You know,
Nice.
just because they're not really sunglasses, but they still give a little, shading on the brightness of the sun. They're not dark, they're just really, really comfortable. Like you can wear these inside, outside. I can still do my work. It doesn't affect how I'm seeing. Right. So this was the first pair. And then by the time we got the yellow and pewters, I got those, we got those, and we were lucky to get these because then within a short period of time, they no longer had them.
They exactly.
I was like, hey, people were like, I love your glasses. And I'm like, they don't make this color anymore. But what we do have in stock is yet another variation of this color, which is the
Ooh,
black and orange.
that's nice. That's nice. I like that.
Yeah. So, same look, different color, different vibe.
Wow, so that's three different, the same variation, three different color combinations, and that's
Right.
nice.
So this is the one that we have available in stock.
So it's orange and black.
Orange and black.
Nice. All
Nice,
right.
comfortable metal.
All right. All right. So let's see. Up next. Do-do-do.
All right, what's next?
Ooh.
Now,
Now, these are, I actually, these could be my everyday frames. They could be, I do wear them a lot. I get a lot of wear out of them. And so I think I had these first
you did have
in
these first. In
in yellow.
Oh, and yellow was first and then the green?
Yes. So
Okay.
yeah, and I wear them in very bright colors. I call that color pistachio. I love that green. And so I had it, and then you went ahead and get it. And what color do you have that in there that
Mine
you're
are
wearing?
more, I guess if we're naming them after food, mine would be more almond, but I do like the fact that they look very neutral, but they're not neutral because they're really edged with a very bright pink.
Oh, nice,
Yeah.
nice. And the green ones that you see me in on the picture are lined with a a red. So let me just show you that here. So on the inside of these green frames, these are the frames that you just saw in the picture. These are the inside
Wow.
of them.
I could
Yeah,
not have seen that from the other side. That is kind of cool. And I'm looking
yeah.
at
So
my almond ones, and the inside is a kind of ombre green, but the edges
ombre green.
are a pink.
Right. Beautiful. So yeah, so I love these frames. They pop. They're a nice shape. I call them sort of a square cat eye. They're not drastic, but they're a statement piece. They can be a statement piece. So I have those also in these fantastic yellow.
The yellow is amazing.
And the inside of that isn't as fun. This yellow, but they've got green arms.
Hmm.
So the yellow is fun. Here they are in the yellow. People see me in these a lot. They're marigold yellow, so they're a very nice, bright lemon. They brighten my day, and I love to wear them with anything.
Anything.
Anything. I do not have to match these glasses with anything. I'm always wearing them. So, and they're a really nice, comfortable fit. So in your collection, do you have any of those in your inventory? I don't
No,
have them any,
no, these I don't have any of these available for sale.
but we're on the prowl for them because this is a really nice shape.
Yes,
So if you guys
and
are,
the colors again, these are all colors that, you know, we saw them, we grabbed them, and then they were gone. So I had sold another pair of these almond colored ones, and then I have not seen another great color, but I love the style. So we're really keeping an eye out to see when we can get this style in again, maybe in a different color for a different season that will work for you.
absolutely, absolutely. All right. So let's see what we have up next. All right. I'm excited to see. Ooh.
Ooh.
Well, well.
Now,
Now, that doesn't even look like the same frame. Could it possibly be?
I have
Two
a
very
this is very emotional for me because this was the first pair of frames that I ever bought online when I was first exploring the possibility of whether you could buy a frame online and have your prescription actually work, you know? So it was a good experience. The frame itself I find was a little bit it's a little bit bigger in terms of
it's a
how it
wide
sat
frame.
on my face, but it
Mhm.
really did make me see like, okay, it is possible to buy frames online, but I think it's still solidified that it's best if you get to try something on because then you can determine whether or not it will fit. I had to have these fitted and put the some nose pads in to keep them from sliding down my face. So they required a little extra, jiggling, but I did get them to work. So I love this frame.
I love this frame too. This is one of my favorite selfies. It's I'm a selfie person,
Yes, you
and
are.
I was doing a shoot in downtown Detroit where they required a gray-haired model. So I did my own little twist out there, and it was just a gray sweater, gray earrings, gray hair, gray, and this became like an iconic picture for me. And I love those frames. I have them, and they're extremely understated but still a very classic look because a lot of times people see me and they're like, oh, your glasses are great, but they're a very subtle pair, but they're very wide. Again, they fit me, but I think they also complement my silver hair and allow me to kind of look good. I think I'll pull them out. Just hold on a second.
Isn't that
I
funny?
think
This is an iconic picture for me as well. You went for it, but you need to go back. Yeah,
okay.
that one was an iconic one for me as well, that picture, because if anybody was at the comedy show on Sunday when I told the story of my trip to Palm Springs, um, that was you could stop laughing, but I believe that might have been the same day as the great Palm Springs, I don't know, runoff. I don't know what else you could call it.
The meltdown, your 420 story.
Yeah, my 420 story, the great Palm
I had
Springs
nothing to do
meltdown.
with it. I
Liar.
had nothing.
But I loved that picture. We went out, shopping to some really interesting stores. It had been forever since I had taken a vacation in a place that was completely new to all of us. So I just remember finding that cowboy hat in a store and then just striking a pose. And somebody took a really amazing picture, and it was just love with those glasses. Oh, we went to a drag show that day too. So these glasses, someone told me they were very campy. Campy was the word. Yeah.
That's right.
So I had a
So
great day in these glasses.
yeah, and that's the thing. I always think about the stories about where I am, when I rock a lot of my glasses. Like that story is everything. It was a fun time. So yeah, love these
Oh,
glasses. Love those
and we
frames.
do have those gray frames in stock. Again, nobody can rock them quite like you, but somebody else will rock them in their own way for themselves.
Absolutely, absolutely. Ain't no problem with it. All right. So up next, ooh, now this is a same frame scenario, different look.
Different look.
Yeah. So I like this. It's a two-tone square.
Yeah, but a brow line at the same time because the going across the top is different than the bottom. So that's what we call a brow line.
Yeah,
To
so
show You can
Yeah.
rock a brow line even if you don't have any brows.
Exactly. Now I love these frames. I like to wear them with denim. My colors, the ones I have in my personal collection are tortoise and blue. And so I rock them with jeans. I rock them. I have this tracksuit that it's chocolate. That's what I have on in the picture. And I like to rock them with that. They're very conservative. They're like a conservative pair for me. So it's giving conservative, but I love it.
Yes, and mine are a brown with a bright fluorescent yellow, which I love fluorescent yellow. It seems to me like it goes with everything, especially against dark skin. It really just shines a light. And I wear these with almost anything. Even the yellow matches nothing that I have on half the time, but I still love it. But sometimes when I'm feeling really, extra, I have a pair of fluorescent yellow high heel 80s boots
Ooh,
that I wear with these. And then I'll have just nothing, like just a regular outfit in between, like jeans and a t-shirt, but the glasses and the shoes will be bringing it together.
yeah, that's a nice that I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
And
So do you have those to put on?
ooh, yes, let me grab
So you
those.
have to pull down because you're looking like a thumbprint there in the corner.
Oh, yeah. So let's see. I have those. These are my pair. And again, it's a very different look. I mean, they pop on you. Mine are very much more muted. The blue doesn't stand out. If I'm outside, you can see it.
Yes.
But they're very I think they're bookish to me. I get compliments on this frame, even though I think they're giving basic, but they're not.
Giving
They're
basic.
giving basic, but they're not
Yeah,
at
the
all.
quality of them is really good. That's why I like them because they're chunky and they're heavy. So they really do make a statement on the face. And I love them even with what I have on now, even though I'm wearing gray from head to toe. Nothing gray in the glasses, but they still look great.
Yep. And so I think we both have them in our inventory. And so we have them in another, like I have the blue in my personal collection. You have the fluorescent yellow, but
I also have a two-tone tortoise and orange
oh,
in
really?
these as well.
Oh, you mean these?
No, not those. Different, but
Oh, okay.
those are the ones that we have in stock right now.
These are the ones that are in our inventory right now. If you're interested, this is a brow line. Now, these are a green tortoise, believe it or not, with and we call that amber. Like that would be an amber on the bottom. But again, they're a real nice pop. And with melanated skin, this really gives a nice color contrast. And I love that.
Very nice.
So yeah, these are
Yeah,
the ones
if
we
you're
have in stock.
interested, we have those.
All right. So up next we have, ooh, I can't wait to see. Oh, how do I do it? Okay, there I go. Oh,
Woo!
wow. Now this frame it's interesting. Mine is 10 to 2, but just not in this picture.
Right.
I
We
love this
we
frame.
definitely fought over this frame.
We did.
We
I'm
did.
looking at it now, but they're different.
They're the
Now
same.
that I'm no,
You
look
can
at
say
yours.
no, but they're exactly the same.
Okay, look at your picture in there. Okay, when
Mhm.
you run your finger across the front of your frame, is it lumpy?
Yes, because
I
it's
don't
the
s
same frame.
I don't see that in your picture. Your picture looks smooth.
Right. I'm outside. The sun is shining, but they are ridged. Like I
Yeah,
can run
Rich.
my finger across them because it is
Okay.
exactly the same frame.
Yeah, so yeah, I think this one we kind of
We did butt heads,
butt
because
heads on this one.
there are just some frames which I love so much that I'm not always willing to share. And this one was a challenging one. I love this one. And like a child, I really did want to say I had it first. But if you pull down, you can see that we look totally different.
totally different. So, yeah, totally different look on this frame. And I think, yeah, I just think we rock it differently. I think my gray kind of pulls up some of the gray accent in the tortoise. It's a different look for me, and it fits differently on me. It looks differently on you, even though it's a very unique frame.
Yes, very unique.
And I like that it's tinted. I love these as sunglasses as well. So
Yes.
it's a transition lens that we have in. So yeah, same frame, very different look. Yeah.
Yep.
And unfortunately, we can't get our hands on these anymore.
However, we do
However,
have them in this year's color, which is a nice teal and
ooh,
tortoise.
I
Same
like
pages
that.
across the front.
Nice.
So same frame, different color. Very sturdy and just, I think some people might prefer this even to the yellow
Yeah,
because
because it's very
they're
muted.
being more neutral.
It's a little bit like this one is giving the masking tape. It's kind of like the
Yeah.
nerdy look,
And
and
that's
some
why I
people
like
aren't.
them because, as a nerdy girl, you always like that thing of like, I broke my glasses and I put a little tape across the middle. That's kind of what the look I was going for. These are
Yeah,
different, but
those are
I
different.
still find they really do make a statement.
And I love that shape. I mean, I love the round shape. Those really pop. Those are nice.
Yeah, so we have these in stock.
Absolutely. So that's great. All right. So up next, we have
We're still sticking with the round. We love the round.
we love the round. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Now these are I love this color. The color that I have on in this picture. And you have it in a red and what is that? A pink tortoise?
Yeah, it's a red and pink tortoise two-tone. I also have these in a black with a gold inset, which is like my signature headshot picture. I always have those glasses. It's in all of my branding. If you go to my Instagram at NOJ you will see them there too. I love my black pair, but the pink tortoise and red is definitely more for fun. And I think this picture is funny because I'm wearing a kind of khaki jacket and a plaid hat, and there is no red or pink anywhere in my outfit, but the look still rocks.
The look still rocks. Hey, good evening, Dr. Knuckles. How are you? She's joining. Just wanted to give a shout out. That look rocks.
Yeah, is she joking on the masking tape?
Not masking tape. Uh, yeah, so I love them. Like green is like one of my favorite colors,
Me
and
too.
it especially I love the textured look on this frame. So it's not just a flat green. In mine, there are some gold and amber running through, which again, I love choosing frames that accentuate melanated skin. I love that because this actually gets in the undertones and it just really pops when I rock it. I love this frame.
Now,
So,
I don't know. I wasn't on board 100% on board when you said you were going to get those because I could not. I was like, what kind of green is that? It looks like I used to call them your mold glasses. I said the glasses look like moldy cheese. But over time, like mold, they grew on me.
and I love these frames. I do love them. They are bold. I love to rock them with again anything. The pattern runs throughout the arms, so it's a really nice frame.
And I want to jump on something that you just said there too. Like when you say you love these glasses, you really do love these glasses. And for the first little while that you had them, I was very much like, oh dear God, please do not be wearing those glasses around me in public. But when you love a pair of glasses, I always say when you love a pair of glasses, you just love them. You can't let anybody tell you that whether you should like them or you shouldn't like them, or if they don't look good or they do look good. If you look in the mirror and you like what you see and you love those glasses, then nobody can tell you anything.
Nobody can tell you anything. I have to say that about like even Dr. Knuckles. Like I love her in her cow print frames. Like she rocks those. I when I work with the clients that I have, one of the things that I really appreciate is, you know what, you've seen this. Trust me, you've seen this. They try on 50 pairs of glasses, but there's that one pair and they try it on, they're like, oh, they're in love. They know it, and you see it. You see it when it happens. And then they really like that pair and they fall in love. That's how I love to see that reaction when people touch that frame that they know they love and they fall in love
Yes.
with it, and that's it. Like,
And I think when you know it, sometimes it's the first pair that your eyes go to and you try it on, but you're like, no, it's too soon. But every pair of glasses you try on after that, you're just comparing it to that one
to
that
that
you
one.
originally loved. And you can sometimes try on 50 more pairs and you still come back to that one pair, because even as you put it on and you looked at yourself, it just embedded itself in your heart. And you're like, yes, I like that. This is me. Those are for me.
Sounds
So
like my love
don't let
life.
anyone talk you out of it.
Sounds like my love life. Yeah. Um, yeah.
Okay, so we're
Um,
not going to talk about your love life because I know too much about your love life, and we're not trying to get canceled.
right. We won't do that. But yeah, so these I again, I love to travel in them. When I have a rule, like when I travel in green from head to toe, because I just feel like it's part of my ritual. I travel in these frames. So these are my travel frames.
Yeah, I don't think I have a pair of travel frames. I probably don't travel enough but yeah, to require travel frames. But I mean, I guess whatever frame I'm feeling when I get up in the day, that's the travel frame.
Don't you catch a train every day? You don't have a travel pair for the train?
You think taking a train downtown, that's what you call a travel frame? I mean, I wear frames to go to work, and even still, I find I don't have I wear a different frame to work every day. Like people just know this about me. They know about me and my glasses. And I think some of my most rowdiest pairs that I have, I don't even wear those to work. And yet they still think the ones that I wear to work are like, oh my gosh, like I'm like, you have not even seen the half of the craziness that I can get onto. You see me on a weekday, you better know about me on the weekend, because on the weekend, what do you guys say down south? It'll get cray.
It'll
It'll
get
get
crazy.
cray in these
I'm a
frames.
weekend girl. What you know about that?
Hmm.
And I don't have time on the weekdays. Okay.
Yeah, I see you had to think about that. Yes,
I
you're
was
a
like,
weekend girl.
but they played that at roller skating. That's what made me think of it. I was like, oh my
Okay,
gosh, I love that
go
song.
ahead, weekend girl.
All right, weekend girl. All right, so up next we have, ooh, I'm excited. Like I have never seen these myself.
like like you're not even in these pictures.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, is that me? Um, so I love this frame. Like this is actually this could be an everyday frame for
Yeah,
me.
definitely one of my everyday frames.
Yeah, definitely an everyday frame. Um, love this frame, and I'm torn. I love it in. I actually have this in a. They're my official camping glasses. I have them in a camo, which I didn't pull today, but I
Yeah, the
also
camo
have
is
them.
the ones that I pulled.
Okay, and I have them in that ombre purple, which I've been rocking these pair this week. So I love these pictures. I love how this frame, again, it looks totally different on you than it does on me. It's the same shape, but just a whole nother look.
Yeah,
So yeah,
and I'm a little bit impossible with these ones, because I feel like how some people say, when you see the shoes that you love, you just want to get them in every single color because you just love them. Like I have three different pairs of this particular frame. I have the camo, I have the floral, I have an orange that again is nowhere to be found anymore. We did have the floral for sale last season, but this season we have the ombre purple in
We
stock.
do. I actually have I have a few of the floral in stock, and I have a few of these um purple ombre in stock.
I
So
think
the
I might
ones
have one. I might have one more of the floral in stock and one of the purple ombre. So, even as we're talking about you don't want to see everybody in your glasses, if you're buying from us, the likelihood that you're going to see anybody else in your glasses is rare because we don't mass stock, right?
no,
We curate small quantities, one or two usually, sometimes three if we're really lucky. So
if
you don't have to worry that each and everybody is going to be in your frames, but at least you don't have to worry that even if you do see somebody in their frames that they're going to look like you because you are you and they are them.
right. I absolutely love the detail on the side of these frames because that's the other selling for me on these frames. I love that. I love how this is a solid cut and then it has that gold cut through here. Love these frames for that. And I love the fit of these frames. So they are a beveled, what I would call a beveled cut eye,
Yes, because it's a
cut
little
cat
flat
eye.
when you touch them up here.
Yeah, yeah.
And mine are transition sunglasses, which in an amber color, which is really great. When I go outside, they automatically turn into sunglasses. But I thought this is a really unique pair to make into a pair of sunglasses because they definitely don't look like anybody else's sunglasses when you go to the beach or
That's right.
anywhere else for that matter. So always remember that any frames that you see here on our show, any frames that you get from Cups and Glasses or from Openly Gray Life, you can upgrade your favorite frames to sunglasses, transition sunglasses, polarized sunglasses in any color. We can turn them into readers. We can turn them into, blue light
Poof,
protection. We got you.
poof.
We got you.
We got you. All right. So up next,
I think this is our final.
ooh, oh, same exact same frame.
Same
Okay,
pair.
okay. Now I will say you had this frame first.
I definitely had it first.
And
In
what I
fact,
will say about this frame was I love you in this frame. I mean, I love you anyway, but I absolutely love you in this frame. And then I was like, this frame looks so good on you. I'm going to get that frame too. This was one of the times when I got a frame and I was like, meh.
are you serious right now?
Yeah, it's not a fabulous frame on me. And I can be honest. Um, it's not a fabulous frame on me. And part of it is that it definitely gets lost. It's a muted color. It doesn't pop for me because maybe my hair. I don't know. It just
Well,
not
I'm going to
like
tell you, I'm going to tell you a secret. Like this is one of these frames that we would have fought over because I really like the style. It's a winged brow line, and I had originally had these in a brown tortoiseshell,
mhm.
which was my everyday pair. And I know you were not interested in them when I got them in the brown tortoiseshell. And when I got these, you were like, hmm. And you wanted to get a pair for yourself. And I said, no. I was like, no, no, these are me. They are not you. And I don't like, I'm like, I love these. I love the gray. I love the pop of yellow. I love the tortoise. I love everything about them. Everybody worships me in these glasses. And I don't want to share. Like when you can put these on with I have a bright yellow turtleneck. I have a yellow tracksuit. I have a sweatshirt. I don't want to share. But then my best friend, one of my best friends, went out and got herself a pair. And when I realized that the cat was out of the bag because she already had them, then I was like, well, I suppose.
Yeah, and then I got them and I was like, meh. I
Yeah,
mean, they're nice, but part of it is that because of my face shape, my face is round. These glasses are like mimicking the shape. Like, I don't know. I'm like,
because you had two other round pairs that you loved, right? But
I loved
there's
it's
oftentimes there's just no logical explanation for something you could get and you're like, I thought I was gonna love them, but I didn't.
I rarely wear this pair of glasses. Again, I have them in my personal collection, but it is if I had had the opportunity to touch and try and to see them someplace, I wouldn't have picked them.
Right, because you would have had a chance to try them on first.
Yeah. But I have them, I wear them not so much. Meh.
And me, I love them. I love them. They're comfortable. I love them. And it's a funny thing about, like, I love glasses because the glasses that I choose, I love them for myself, but compliments don't hurt. And this is a pair that anytime I wear them, somebody, the bus driver, the train driver, the hot dog vendor while I'm walking by always says, I love your glasses, because maybe it's,
Those?
but yes, these, maybe it's the confidence that I have when I put them on, or maybe it's the way that I have to accessorize them to make them stand out a little. I don't know, but I always get a compliment in these. And I have another pair of glasses that I too almost never wear because I bought them online. I didn't get to try them before I got here, and infinitely they looked much better in the picture than they did when they got here, which is another issue with buying things online. It's like I don't know if I got the Wish version of the glasses, but
I have a pair of those.
yeah,
You know,
when they came, I wished that they had looked like the picture. Maybe that's why they call it Wish. I didn't buy them from Wish. I'm just saying that when I got them, not only did they not look as bright as I expected, I wore them for an entire day and never got a single compliment. I came home and I was like, oh, this cannot. We can't have this. When I go out in my glasses, I expect it's like pushing your new baby in a stroller and nobody even says your baby is so cute. You're like, what the heck? Do you see this cute baby? That's how I was with the glasses. So
well,
yeah, I only wear those ones because I'm like, what's the point?
I have a good girlfriend who has the same pair, um, and she looks fabulous in them. She looks fabulous in them. It's just,
The
I
same pair
mean,
you have on right now?
the same pair I have on right now. And I had in my inventory at one point, my curated collection, I had a pair of forest green in these, and this sister named her company's name is Izzy. She's an environmentalist. She bought the green pair because she's an environmentalist, and they looked amazing on her, absolutely amazing. I'm like, is it just me? But in my inventory now, because it's a new season,
New season.
I have them in this remarkably great color. Now, for all you people who belong to the sorority, AKAs, you're going to love this one. You're going to love this one, I promise. These are the same frame in the pink. It's a nice blush pink. And
Okay.
so I
So
had a
this is
sister.
this is my master impression of you. Me imitating you. Oh my gosh, you look good. I love those.
Touche. Touche. So I have a few pairs in my I only have two actually in my inventory. I had someone try these on the other day. They looked fabulous in them. I actually like them in the pink better than the color that I have in my personal collection, which is the gray and mustard. I like them in the pink. I think they pop. I think again on dark skin, this is a
Definitely a vibe.
this is a
Yes,
vibe.
we did have them in the forest green. I had one, they went poof. And now I have one in the pink, also ready to go poof. But anybody who has tried on this color when they have the melanin skin with the wonderful undertones, you just see how these glasses can pop. And they look very neutral too in terms of for everyday wear, even though they're pink.
Yeah, even though they're pink, they're I would call them a nice blush. I also imagine if you are possibly thinking about prom season or wedding season and you're a bridesmaid and you need a neutral pair where this is the look that you want to go for.
Oh,
They're
that's so
classic.
true. I
They're
hadn't
classic.
thought about that
Mhm.
because a lot of times I think when we go to prom or any dress event, we always think that we have to wear contact lenses or something because glasses don't go with the outfit. But there are so many options for
Mhm.
how you can dress up an outfit, and this is definitely a good choice.
I would say this color is, if I was getting a French manicure, this would be the color of a French manicure. That's the color. It's a neutral nude, even though it's pink. It is French manicure pink. It's perfect. It's perfect.
Duly noted.
Thank you. So back to my dithers. Um,
Okay, I get the feeling that you don't necessarily want to end the show in this particular pair.
I just don't. I think I'll go for broke here. Go for what I know. Boom.
Okay, that works. I can get down with that. So, boom.
Right. So
Same, different.
same but different. So this week, instead of putting back on all of our frames, I think we should just make a run through our slideshow, because that will
An
give people
idea
an
of,
idea
instead of us like
of
whoosh whoosh whoosh, we can just look at all of the different frames that we had tonight, and we'll also remind you of which ones are in stock and in which colors.
absolutely. So here goes.
All right.
All right.
So we have the yellow and pewter gray,
Yep.
also available in orange and black in this
Right.
same style.
Perfect. And up next we have the
Squared cat eye, um, not available for sale, but still looking out for great colors in the future. And then we
uh-huh.
have these rounded cat eye shown here in orange and gray, and we have them in stock in the gray. Then we have these two-tone brow line, full frame brow line, and we have these available in an amber with green tortoise. And then we have our rounded textured tape glasses that are available now in teal and tortoise for this season. And then we have these popular straight rounds, or bold rounds as I call them. These are not available for sale, but they're available for admiration. And we have our beveled cat eye, which are available in the color shown on the left in the ombre purples.
And also in the floral.
And yes, still available in the floral. And then finally, we have this gray yellow tortoise brow line winged rounds, which are available in blush pink this season.
Blush pink. Yes. So that was good. That was
Yeah,
really I am so excited about the fact that I think I admire Tiffany Haddish for this, that you can rock the same thing and still be cool. I think as we and when I say Tiffany Haddish, she, remember that white dress she was wearing over and over and over again? She
yes, she did.
normalized wearing something over and over again. So when we talk about eco chic, when we talk about having, sometimes our desire to have different things makes us, like, get hyper focused on that. But we can also share and look differently in the same looks, and that's okay.
Yes, and that is okay. And even thinking about our relationship to glasses and the environment, you might find that your prescription has changed. Remember, you can always reach out if you have a pair of frames that you already have and you love them and you want to keep them. You don't have to throw things away because your prescription has changed. We can replace your prescription in things. We can take a pair of glasses that you already love and turn those into a pair of sunglasses just because, right? And you might find that even if you're tired of a pair, you can give those to a friend who has always loved them and have them put their prescription in them. So there's no reason why glasses need to go to a landfill. There may be somebody who has the same prescription as you, or there may be somebody who just loves your frame and wants to do something of their own with it. So we got to be willing to let go of things that we no longer love and give somebody else an opportunity to love them.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. And I'm glad you said that because I think I mean I'm no Gen Zer and I'm no millennial, but I am taking notes on the ways that this new generation is really, really challenging us to really rethink our relationship with stuff. And
Yes.
so glasses are seeing aids. They're really necessary. They're necessary. So even in their necessity, how can we just make sure that we are being intentional, right? So we're here. Please make sure that if you would love to schedule an appointment with me, I'm in the Metro Detroit area, Keija Gray. You can schedule with me at Openly Gray Life. And if you're in the the Greater Toronto area, you can schedule with NOJ of Cups and Glasses at .ca. You can see right on the bottom there.
Yes.
And
Cupsandglasses.ca.
yep. And then we can come out. We can either do a party for you. We can do an individual consultation. And we have community events all over. So you will have an opportunity to reach out to us. We want to style you because we know that seeing is believing and doing it in style. Oh, why not?
Why
Oh,
not?
why not?
Yeah. So again, remember just to reach out to us, make a plan, maybe have a personal consult, invite a few friends over and look at some glasses. It's really the best way to shop, to touch, to try, to buy, and to make sure that something is really for you before you spend that money. Our prices are reasonable and our process is very fun. And also remember to look out for those upcoming shopping events. The next Echo Chic party is going to be scheduled the first week in June. So keep up with us at cupsandglasses.ca or at Openly Gray Life and make sure that you know what's going on and where you can come out and see us and meet us.
Cheers. Have a
Cheers.
great night, everyone. It's been real always.